Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Noble, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my Toon deck profile. So, really, what can you say about Toons? They've been a fan favorite since the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! They just recently got a lot of support this year, and, they're just a really fun deck to play. I was absolutely looking forward to making this deck and playing it, and I've had an absolute blast of playing with Toons. It's just a lot of fun, and just having Toon Blackluster Soldier is so cool. Like, it's just such a cool one to have. It was a really cool addition to the Toon archetype, and just really glad to have it. Real quick, guys, if you want to get a mat just like this one, if you want to get two mat, I have Toon Blackluster Soldier on this one, Chaos Creator, and then the Dragon Ruler guy. Pay Omega Mats made this for me. You can use my code NobleChaos10 for 10% off your entire order. It also helps out the channel, so it is a win-win. If you want to get this or Field Center or anything like that, they can do it for you. They are absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend you checking them out. I will have the link to their Facebook and Instagram in the description below, so don't forget to check that out. Without further ado, guys, let's get into this. So to start off with, we are running triple Toon Blackluster Soldier, which I'm sure you didn't see that coming, but Toon Blackluster Soldier is really phenomenal. So what it does is it can't be normal summon or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by attributing 2 monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 8 or more. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls no monsters, this card can attack directly. Once per turn, if you control Toon World, you can target one card on the field and banish it. Also, this card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. So what's really cool about Toon Blackluster Soldier, on top of this amazing artwork, is the fact that this card can attack the turn it is summoned, which kind of sets it apart from a lot of the other Toons. A lot of them have the restriction that it can't attack the turn it's summoned, but this bad boy can, and you can banish something. So, and it's easy to get out into the field. You just literally tribute things from your hand as well. So this is a really awesome card. It's sitting at about $16 a pop right now, I think, which, is unfortunate. Building the Toon deck, it is still kind of expensive, even with Toon Kingdom getting the great reprint that it did, it being $10 a piece now. But I do recommend, if you have access to 3 Toon Blackluster Soldiers, that you run 3. Next up, I'm running triple Toon Dark Magician. So Toon Dark Magician's really cool. It can't attack the turn it's summoned, which, hey, there goes that. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack your opponent directly. Once per turn, you can discard 1 Toon card, then activate one of these effects. You can special summon a Toon monster from your deck, accept another copy of this card, ignoring its summoning conditions, which is freaking phenomenal. That is so awesome. Or you can add a Toon Spell and Trap card from your deck to your hand. This card is really amazing, and it really helps out the consistency. I do recommend you playing 3 of this one. This is not an expensive one. I'm running double Red Eyes Toon Dragon. So this one's really cool. It can attack the turn it's summoned while you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monsters. This card can attack your opponent directly. Once per turn, you can special summon a 1 Toon monster from your hand, accept another copy of this card, ignoring its summoning conditions. And I'm also running 1 Toon Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Just have to for nostalgia reasons. I wish I could find my secret rare version of this one, but I can't. So we're running with the common one for now. But cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by attributing 2 monsters while you control Toon World. Cannot attack the turn of special summon. You must pay 500 life points to declare an attack with this monster. If Toon World on the field is destroyed, you destroy this card. It can attack your opponent directly unless they control a Toon monster, and then in which case this card must attack a Toon monster for its attacks, which, hey, that kind of goes without saying. Next up, I'm running triple Toon Harpy Lady. So Toon Harpy Lady is actually one of my favorites, ironically. I just really love the Harpy, so Toon Harpy Lady is just really cool in my opinion. It can attack the turn it's summoned. If you control Toon World, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy a spell trap card your opponent controls, which is really cool. It's a spell and trap pop on summon, because more than likely you'll have another Toon on the field. You can only use this effect of Toon Harpy Lady once per turn. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls new Toon monsters, guess what? This card can attack directly. I'm also running triple Toon Mermaid. So the reason I'm running 3 of this is because freaking Totally Awesome is at 2 now. So you can kind of turbo out Bahamut Shark and Totally Awesome with Toon Mermaid. Toon Mermaid is easy to get on the field. It can't be normal summon or set, must first be special summon from your hand while you control Toon World. It can't attack the turn it's summoned. You must pay 500 life points to declare an attack with this card. With this monster. If Toon World is on the field, is destroyed, you destroy this card, and it can attack your opponent directly, same thing unless they control a Toon. But just being able to bring this out and then go into Bahamut Shark and then Totally Awesome, It's totally awesome. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry. I apologize. I won't do it again. I'll probably do it again. I'm also running one Toon Cyber Dragon. I just personally like this card a lot. That's why I'm running it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand just like the normal Cyber Dragon. It can attack the turn it is summoned, and then same thing while you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, it can attack directly. And then I'm also running double the Black Stone of Legend to kind of tuck away that common there. We're running 3 ultra versions of the Black Stone of Legend just to kind of help, turbo out into our red eyes, basically. Alright, so moving into the spells, we do play quite a big spell package. We are playing triple Toon Kingdom, which is really cool to say. I have all the colored ones. Can't really see them too well, but I have all of the colored ones. You cannot see them at all. There we go. Which I'm so glad this card got reprinted. I was waiting for it all year, and Konami really dropped the ball on 2 chances, and they finally did it, so I was very happy. So this card is sitting about $10 a pop now, which is like just a breath of fresh air for sure. But it's the crucial field spell of the deck. When this card is activated, you banish 3 cards from the top of your deck face down. This card's name becomes Toon World while in the field zone. Your opponent cannot target 2 monsters you control with card effects. If a Toon monster or monster you control would be destroyed by battle the card effect, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck face down for each of those monsters instead. Just absolutely a phenomenal card. I really don't know what to say. Like, you have to have 3 of this to make this deck work. Also running a terraforming as well because we want to see that quickly, and then a Toon table of contents as well, just to really help the consistency. You add 1 Toon card from your deck to your hand, and this isn't a once per turn, so if you have multiple of these, hey, you get multiple free searches. Also running triple Toon Bookmark. So what Toon Bookmark does is add 1 Toon World or 1 card that specifically lists the card Toon World and its text from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this card. If Toon World or Toon Worlds you control be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only activate 1 Toon Bookmark per turn. So really good, just been help out with the consistency, getting that search and taking it to your hand, and then giving your Toon Kingdom protection as well. That is so good. This card is really, really helpful. I do recommend you playing this at 3. I think it's at like $13 or something like that, so it's not terrible, but it is, unfortunately it's over $10. I'm running triple Toon Page Flip. This one is absolutely amazing. If you control a Toon World, you reveal 3 Toon monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks 1 for you to special summon, ignoring its summoning conditions, and then you shuffle the rest back into the deck, and then it's a hard once per turn. This is just really cool, and the fact that it is a quick play as well, being able to activate it during your opponent's turn, it's really, really cool being able to special summon straight from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. It's just phenomenal. Really absolutely love this card. Do recommend you run this at 3. I am opting to run 3 Comet Can. I really, really like this card. I think it's phenomenal. If you'd rather run 2 or less of this, that's fine. You could do that. But what it does is if you control Toon World, you equip it to an opponent's monster. Take control of it, and it is treated as a Toon monster. If your opponent controls no Toon monsters, it can attack your opponent directly. And if Toon World's not on the field, you destroy this card. So it literally just says, hey, give me that, and you're a Toon now, and then smack your old owner in the face. This is basically what this card does. I really like this card. I use at least 2, if not 3 of this every single game, pretty much. Again, if you'd rather cut down the ratio of this, that's fine. And then I'm also running 1 Mimicat. This card's really good. If you control Toon World and a Toon monster, which, I mean, you will, you target one card in your opponent's graveyard. If it is a monster, special summon it to your field, or if it's a spell trap, set it to your field. You can only activate 1 Mimicat per turn. This is just a really good card. It basically says, hey, I like that. That's mine now. I'm also running 1 Shadow Toon. If you control Toon World, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of that face-up monster. You can only activate 1 Shadow Toon per turn. Just literally burns. A lot of times you can burn for gain with this card. If you'd rather run 2 Mimicat, you can take out Shadow Toon. And then I am choosing to run 1 Toon Rollback. I actually really like this one. You target a Toon monster you control, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase's turn. That's all it does. It's really simple, but it's really cool, especially if you use it on your Toon Blackluster Soldier. I'm only running a few traps. I'm actually running triple Toon Terror. I think this card is absolutely amazing. This is like the Omnigate, built-in Omnigate of the deck, which if you know me, you know I love archetype specific Omnigates. This card is really good. It's definitely something that this archetype needed. It's a quick play, not quick play, excuse me, it's a counter trap, so spell speed 3. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated while you control both Toon World and a Toon monster or monsters, which, I mean, you're going to, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. And you only activate 1 Toon Terror per turn. I absolutely love this card. I love it. I run it at 3. If you'd rather run 2, you could do that, or if you'd rather run 1, you could do that. But I burn through these bad boys because they can stop. If you hit him with a choke point with this, I mean, this can really stop your opponent. And then I'm running 1 Toon Mask. If you control Toon World, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon 1 Toon monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the level/rank of that monster, ignoring its summoning conditions. This is a little more situational, but I do like it. And this is a more pure Toon deck. You know, obviously, if you wanted to make this way more competitive, you could take out several of these cards and add in some more hand traps or something like that. You could definitely do that. I chose not to. I'm kind of just stick to the Toon theme for the most part. But if you'd rather do that, there's definitely room to take out and run some hand traps and more disruption. So that's it for the main deck. I mean, the extra deck is super, super flexible. In fact, you could run Extrav if you wanted to. I didn't want to throw Extrav into this because, I mean, it's expensive, but you could definitely do that very easily to draw some more cards for this deck. But I'm running triple Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon because this card is pretty easy to get out in this deck and you just kind of burn. I'm also running a Big Eye. I'm running a Bahamut Shark and a Totally Awesome. Before you fuss, I only have one Totally Awesome. That's why I'm only running 1. I would definitely double up if I had to. I'd run 2 Bahamut Shark and 2 Totally Awesome, but I don't have one, and I was late to the party and didn't want to pay 20-some bucks for another one. So I only have 1. So if you want to run 2, you could do that. I'm running a number 60, a Durgus the Timeless, Evil Storm Exoton Knight, and a Tornado Dragon, just in case. These 2 blank ones are the Barricade board blockers that would definitely be playing in this deck, but I literally went through all my decks and I could not find a single Barricade board blocker, so I don't know what the heck's going on with that, but I do recommend you play at least 1, if not 2, of that just for the field spell. And then lastly, I'm playing NIP, Nightmare Cerberus, a Unicorn, and then a Boral Sword as well. And like I said, I mean, the extra deck is extremely flexible. Extremely flexible. I do recommend if you have Extrav, you could play that and get some more draw power for sure. But also being able to go into Totally Awesome is just really cool and really helpful, being able to get in that negate. But yeah, guys, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed this. The Toons are just a lot of fun. I've been waiting a long time to be able to actually play with a Toon deck that's not going to get destroyed turn 1. So, you know, it is nice to be able to do that. And they've come up with a lot of really cool cards now. Just being able to take your opponent's monsters and make them to Toons, being able to special summon from your deck, ignoring the summoning conditions in so many different ways, being able to really help out with the consistency of getting those Toon cards that you need to your hand, and then be able to smack them in the face with Toon Blackluster Soldier. It's really cool. It's a whole lot of fun to play. The artwork is great in this deck. Toons are still, unfortunately, a more expensive deck to make. If you're going to get a playset of everything you need, it is still more expensive, unfortunately, even with Toon Kingdom getting that reprint. But yeah, guys, that is it for the deck profile. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you're here and you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. I absolutely love that. Mwah, chef's kiss. Love that. Hit the bell so you can become part of the notification team so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. If you watch this video and you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I'd absolutely appreciate that. It allows my videos to circulate around YouTube more, and me being a very small YouTuber, it literally makes the world of difference to me. So thanks for watching, guys. I love you. As always, I'll see you in the next video.